Hello in TV Land. Hello everyone, salut tout le monde. Ici c'est Phil, j'espère que ça va bien. I hope everyone's doing great. Bienvenue à cet nouvel épisode de The Vintage Kids, Yoda's Workshop podcast. Bienvenue à un autre épisode de Vintage Kids. Welcome to a new episode of Vintage Kids, Yoda's Workshop podcast. Episode 4. So we're at A New Hope, episode 4. And I hope everyone is doing great. J'espère que tout le monde va bien. Cette semaine, nous allons avoir des petits sujets particuliers. This week we're going to have a particular subjects that we are going to see together. Donc, cette semaine, j'avais l'intention de faire quelque chose de peut-être un petit peu plus différent au lieu de continuer juste à parler de... Ça va être très spécifique de Star Wars. On va aller un petit peu plus large. This week I wanted to do some more like, not necessarily totally Star Wars-y stuff, but as you guys know, Yoda's Workshop and this podcast is not only about Star Wars, but it's about vintage stuff, vintage kids, geek stuff, and you know. So, this week, donc cette semaine, vous savez, c'est pas tout le temps juste du Star Wars, donc on va parler de choses un petit peu différentes quelquefois pendant les podcasts. Et cette semaine, eh bien, j'ai vu le dernier Doctor Strange. I was lucky enough to see the newest movie, Marvel movie, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. And I wanted to talk about this movie, but not in details. Perhaps I'll talk about little spoilers, so if you did not see that movie and you don't want to get anything spoiled to you, just come back in a few minutes. Je vais parler un petit peu du film Doctor Strange, The Multiverse of Madness. Une seconde, je vais recevoir un message. Donc, ça sera pas bien long, hein. Désolé, hein, c'est ça la chose du direct. Oui. Ok, désolé. Donc, si vous n'avez pas encore vu le film, ben, je vais peut-être rentrer un petit peu dans les spoilers. Fait que si vous voulez écouter le film sans avoir aucun détail, je vais faire de mon mieux pour pas trop spoiler rien. Mais c'est plus pour parler au niveau de la généralité du film, le concept, où est-ce que Marvel s'en va, semble s'en aller. What I want to talk about is not necessarily what happened in the movie, but lot more like where Marvel is heading, and what this movie introduced. Well, it's not really introducing because we saw it in previous Marvel movies, but anyway. Once again, I'm not an expert. I'm far from an expert in Marvel movies. Je suis loin d'être un expert des films Marvel. Encore moins des comics. J'ai suivi évidemment les comics quand j'étais jeune. J'ai lu plusieurs comics à gauche, à droite, comme ça sur la fly. Mais je suis loin d'être un expert au niveau des comics. Mais bon, c'est un univers qui me fascine. J'adore tout ce qui a été fait à date par Marvel. Bon, il y a quelques petits films que je fais comme, mais bon, quand même, overall, j'adore le concept. I think I've saw. There's one that I did not see yet. It's the Kung Fu one, the Shang-Chi, the Legend of the Ring of the Ten Rings. This one I have not seen yet. So, and I think that's the only one that I did not watch. Donc c'est le seul que j'ai pas vu, c'est Shang-Chi, Legend of the Ten Rings. Donc, la raison pourquoi je veux en parler, the reason why I want to talk about this subject this week is that I know that they are basing, they use the baseline of everything that's been made in the past with the comics and they change it a little. Contrary to Star Wars, they have something to look at before they produce that movie, so they can change a little the story the way that they want to make it more efficient of what they already did, and that's okay. But I'm not going to say it's an issue. Je ne veux pas dire que c'est un problème, quelque chose qui me dérange, mais il se base énormément sur les comics qui ont sorti dans le passé. Euh, et contrairement à Star Wars, que nous autres, on avait les livres après, mais je veux dire, ça reste que George Lucas a parti l'univers de Star Wars avec les films qu'il a fait et non pas avec des séries de comics qui existaient déjà dans les années 60 et encore moins, là, plus bas. Um, and in this new phase of Marvel movies, they introduced us slowly but surely, to the famous multiverse. And in that movie, I think that bonsoir, Jim. Um, I think that the word that describes it for me the most is madness. Donc, pour moi, ce qui décrit mieux le film dans tout ça, c'est madness. Dans le sens que jusqu'à où qu'ils peuvent aller? How far can they go using that multiverse? What I'm saying is, where does it end? Donc, ce que je me dis, c'est ouais, c'est jusqu'à où ils peuvent amener ça. Parce qu'à un moment donné, en tant que spectateur, c'est cool, il y a plein de possibilités. On a fait revenir les Spider-Man, puis tout ça. Bon, good. I mean, there's good in all this. In the last Spider-Man, if you didn't see it, sorry, but they bring back all the Spider-Mans, and that's a great concept. That's a great idea, and it's fan service, and okay, great stuff. But how far can they go until it's like, what the hell's going on, or what's next? Quand on écoute un film, quand on écoute une série, on s'accroche à des personnages, on s'accroche à des situations, on s'accroche à un univers. When we watch something, a series, a movie, or whatever, we how can I say, we get attached to some of the characters, we get attached to some of the worlds, and in this old universe thing. And now that they are opening this multiverse thing, it's like, let's say that your favorite character is Strange, or your favorite character is Spider-Man, or whatever, or Wanda, whatever your favorite character is. You love one character that they have portrayed, they have presented to you in the last 20-something movies. Donc, on s'attache au personnage, à l'acteur qui joue, la manière qui est présenté. On s'attache à ce personnage-là. And now, all of a sudden, you learn like oh yeah, by the way, there's like hundreds or even more, maybe not hundreds, but there's tons of other same character in different universe, and they're not the same at all. They're all different. They all have this different vision, the different way to see things. They decide different. That's the reason why it's multiverse. I understand that, but donc on apprend que dans le fond il y a comme, même si ton personnage préféré c'est Spider-Man, ça soit Doctor Strange, ça soit Wanda, ben t'apprends qu'il y en a comme plein, tu sais. Donc, en tant que cinéaste, as a movie maker, and as what I've learned to how to go get your audience and make sure that they keep on watching, you have to make sure that your character is loved, or the people are getting attached to that character. And I'm wondering what is going to happen if there's a multitude of this same character, because they are all different. Yeah, I know it will never end, and that's okay, because I mean, we say in French, Jim, and perhaps you'll understand. C'est la vache à lait. This is where the money comes from, and that's okay. I understand. It's a business and everything. They've been using multiverse of yes, exactly. Like I was saying in the comics. Same with the film. Yes, and I totally understand this thing. But what I'm saying is, I consider comics different than the movies. Um, Perhaps I'm wrong. Once again, that's my opinion. That's not my opinion. It's like my vision and the questions that I'm asking myself about all of this. Donc, je sais que c'est ça, c'est là depuis longtemps. Je sais que tu sais, c'est ça qui a rené justement les comics depuis longtemps. Tout ça, puis c'est correct. It's all good. But as a movie maker myself, uh, I'm wondering if they're going to lose some of their audiences instead of bringing new ones, or keep their present audience keep on wanting more, because they say more is like not enough. Trop c'est comme pas assez. Uh, you can have, like, you love popcorn. I'm gonna give you a bag that size, and you're gonna enjoy it. And after it, I want some more. That's okay. But if you bring a bucket of popcorn that big, and you cannot go through that big box of popcorn, it's like, oh my god, whew, I'm fed up. I'm done with popcorn, at least for now. And when you'll be able to offer more popcorn, you're gonna say, Jesus, last time I hated like a fucking bucket like that, and I was full, and my experience wasn't that as good. So that's what I'm asking myself. When is it that it's too much? Because is everyone will be interested in seeing a movie with one of the different version of Doctor Strange, like the one with the ponytail? Oh, that would be a great idea. Yeah, once again, it's a movie. It's a movie business. It's a money business. You'll be able to get some fans about that. But I'm going to give you the example of Star Wars making different series. It's not everyone that enjoyed Boba Fett series, the Book of Boba Fett. That's the hat again. So, which is okay, because you cannot always score. But at least the Book of Boba Fett was brought in from the same storyline. And I don't know if they would do the same thing in the Star Wars universe. Would it be okay? I heard that perhaps they will bring time traveling in Star Wars. J'ai entendu dire qu'ils vont probablement apporter le voyage dans le temps ou à travers l'espace différemment. On l'a vu un peu dans la série not Rogue One. What's the series that there was, like, Ahsoka was traveling with in this yeah, because they are using the same pattern for the Ahsoka TV series, the logo. Anyway, so I don't know. This is really the question I'm asking myself. Was it a good move? Is it a good move? Yeah, thanks, Jim. I'm wondering, and once again, that's as a movie maker myself, that I've studied movie making, and I've done many productions and not big movies, but it goes against some of the way to do, and that's okay, because when something is different from the usual stuff, it's like, oh, that's a great idea. But I'm wondering, what is too much? Hey, Alexandre Dubois, ça va bien, man? Fait que c'est ça, je me demande qu'est-ce qui est trop. Because now I'm wondering, after that movie, where are we heading? Are they just going to leave the multiverse thing on the side now that they've introduced it and we understand the way it works? And we're going to go a few movies to reach where the new big baddie is going to confront, I mean, the same pattern that they did in the first 20-ish something movie. Yes, sir, man. On est dû pour savoir, ça fait longtemps. Donc c'est ça, je me demande s'ils vont faire la même chose qu'ils ont fait avec les Avengers. On amène tous les Avengers et jusqu'à temps qu'on rencontre le Big Baddy qui était Thanos, puis là c'est comme oh, ok, là on affronte Thanos, puis ouh, puis c'était correct, c'était merveilleux, c'était correct. Mais maintenant avec le multiverse, ça vient aussi un peu fucker le ce qu'on a déjà vu dans le passé. Tu fais comme ouais, ok, fait que dans le fond, il pourrait sortir 123 versions de la première série des 20 premiers films des Avengers en utilisant des personnages, un différent Hawkeye, un différent Iron Man. On disait Iron Man serait joué par Tom Cruise. Tu sais. Fait que c'est ça. What is too much? That's my big question. And if you guys have opinion about that, go ahead. Write it down, contact me, or share it with this community. But I have enjoyed the movie. J'ai aimé le film. It was a great movie. I have enjoyed it all the way through. It was great. Great acting, great ideas. But once again, when I just don't want to try. I'm going to do my best to not spoil it. But as you all know, the Doctor Strange ends up in front of the Illuminatis. Doctor Strange se retrouve devant les fameux Illuminatis, puis là, ben là, tu fais comme, OK, une version différente d'un, une version différente de l'autre, une version différente, puis là, bon, big spoiler, là, mais enfin, ils ont mis la main sur les Avengers, donc, tu sais. C'est correct, je l'aime, ce concept-là, mais jusqu'à où ça va aller. Donc, c'est un peu ma question que je me demande. Mais le film, il vaut la peine. The movie is worth the time that it is, and it's a good addition to what they already done. But I'm wondering, where are they heading after that? Are they just going to use the multiverse and like, okay, you've seen the multiverse, now we're going to go again in a straight line? Or they're going to say, all right, let's have a big party and everyone's jumps in the pool and 3 different Hawkeye, 3 different Iron Man, 3 different Hulk, 7 different Wanda, 7 visions. So they also introduced it to us in What If. So I totally understand that they brought it slowly in the right way, but for me, once again, it was like, I don't know. I don't know where this is going to go. Because movies are not comics. You cannot make a movie every month. You cannot make a series every month. So it's in a very long period of time that the movies or the TV series are coming out. So, I don't know. We'll see. So that was my opinion. Donc, on va voir. C'est ça que je disais, c'est que dans le fond, les films, c'est pas comme les comics. Les comics en sortaient un à toutes les semaines, à tous les mois. T'avais un Hulk à tous les mois, un Thor à tous les mois, un Doctor Strange à tous les mois, un Iron Man à tous les mois, etc., etc. Mais les films, c'est pas le même principe. On va avoir un gros film à tous les 6 mois, peut-être. Puis je comprends, il s'arrange pour que la cédule soit intéressante. Puis pour les séries télé aussi, sur Disney+, puis tout ça, puis c'est correct. Mais encore là, ça coûte pas mal plus cher faire des films puis des séries télé que d'imprimer des comics. Puis donc je sais pas vers quoi qu'ils vont s'en aller. J'ai hâte de voir. Puis je vais probablement réécouter ce podcast-là où il y a quelqu'un qui va me le repointer, va dire hey man, dans l'épisode 4 de Vintage Kids, ça dit ouais, pas sûr voici que ça va s'en aller, puis t'étais pas certain, puis finalement, on va faire comme oh my god, c'est trop cool, tu sais. On verra. Donc, deuxième sujet, second subject of the day. I wanted to talk about, je voulais parler des prix. I wanted to talk about prices on the toys that are coming out. I totally understand that everything is more pricey nowadays. Le gaz a monté, gas, food, everything costs a lot more. Inflation. In the U.S., you're living a reality that we are also living up here, but it's different for different reasons. But all over the world, well, at least in America, prices are going up. And the salaries are not. But what I don't really enjoy seeing is now that they're doing the same thing and they've been doing it for a while, but once again, when is it too much? Donc, les prix ont augmenté sur tous les jouets Star Wars in stores, dans les magasins. Donc, on a pu remarquer une augmentation des prix des jouets. Je comprends, toutes les affaires augmentent, le gaz, le ci, le ça. Mais on a une énorme augmentation des prix au niveau des jouets de Star Wars. Puis pas juste Star Wars, les jouets en général. Not only Star Wars, but toys in general. I totally understand that these companies have to make profits and stuff, but once they're trying to make profit on the same figure with a different card back, for me it's like, man, okay, don't take us for idiots. Donc moi quand je vois les compagnies qui veulent faire de l'argent, tout ça, puis je comprends les prix augmentent parce qu'ils veulent continuer à faire de l'argent, mais quand c'est rendu que ils ressortent le même bonhomme 3 fois avec un packaging différent, mais c'est le même maudit bonhomme dans la boîte, ou bien ils ont changé la couleur de son chandail. Elle sait pas là, mais à un moment donné, je trouve que ça commence à nous prendre des cartes, tu sais. Puis là, ben la problématique qui arrive, je trouve, now the problem that we see, I understand that it's not the same prices in the US and in Canada. I know that you guys are still having good prices for vintage collection and Black Series action figures, but over here it's getting totally nuts. To get a Black Series Star Wars figure, if you want to buy it when it comes out in stores, there's no Black Series under $40 with taxes. Donc, ici au Canada, vous le savez, là, les Black Series sont rendus 40$ avec les taxes. Je comprends, c'est des bonhommes 6 pouces. I totally understand. They're not the little ones. They're the big ones. They're good details. They come with accessories and stuff. But $40 for a figure, I mean, when is it too much? We totally understand and we know that the company doesn't pay $40 to create one action figure. But they're making, I'm wondering if they're making these, they're putting their prices higher because they know that the collectors, the people that are buying these Black Series action figures are not kids. They're not parents that are buying it for their kids. Most of them, most of their clients are people like us, collectors, people that are still in toys because they it's something that they enjoyed, as I've already told in the different podcasts. The reason why we're vintage kids. Donc, je comprends que les compagnies veulent faire de l'argent, mais à un moment donné, c'est ça, c'est que les clients, pour ces figurines-là, ce ne sont pas des enfants et ce ne sont plus nécessairement les parents des enfants. Les parents ne les achètent pas nécessairement pour les parents. Ce sont les collectionneurs qui sont parents, qui ont de l'argent et qui les achètent pour eux parce qu'ils trippent encore. We are vintage kids. Donc, like I said earlier, now over in Canada, Black Series are around $40, and vintage collections are around $30. They're 18, 20, 24, $25 plus tax, depending on when they come out and if you're lucky enough to have them in on special prices or whatever. So people would say, well, order them in the US, but once again, you can order them on eBay or order them in the US, but you're going to have to pay shipping, which is crazy, and then you have to pay for customs fees. So your figure is going to end up costing a lot more, or at least the same. So there's no really a good way for us to get those figures at a decent price. Donc c'est plus difficile pour nous autres au Canada de mettre la main sur ces figurines-là, même si on dit ben on va les faire venir des États-Unis parce qu'on se fait ramasser par les frais de toutes sortes d'affaires. So it's a different story every time. So every time. Donc à un moment donné, c'est que même si tu es un collectionneur, même si tu es un revendeur, même si tu es quelqu'un qui est habitué d'en acheter deux parce que tu en achètes un pour ouvrir, puis tu veux la mettre sur ton display, puis tu en achètes un autre que tu gardes mint on card, tu te gardes pour dans ta collection. À un moment donné, payer 40$ par bonhomme, t'en veux deux, c'est 80. T'as une minute, là, 80$ pour deux bonhommes, aïe aïe, tu sais, là, faut que t'en aies de l'argent là, à dépenser. So what I'm saying in French is that if you're a collector, a lot of us, what we do is we purchase one for us that we open, and we purchase another one that we leave mint on card or mint in box, and we put it aside, and it's in our collection. But we still enjoy opening and playing with it. But nowadays, when they are $40 each, it's $80 per figure if you're purchasing two of them. So I'm wondering, is Hasbro or the people are making all kinds of toys are better to leave the prices low, so we will keep on buying two. They'll make their money, they'll sell more, or they'll put their price higher, but won't purchase as many. And I think we're starting to see this happen because, oh yeah, and by the way, I'm talking about $40 for a Black Series action figure, but I'm not talking about the jumbo ones, the bigger ones like the Boba Fett that came out. Which one is a little bigger? Like the and I'm not talking about the Jar Jar ones that they're just unable to sell. But over here, the big ones are $50 plus tax, so it's 55, almost $60 for one figure. So yeah, so I'm wondering, what is too much? Where's the line where the companies are going to say, oh my God, okay, we can't keep those prices high because they're going to end up having tons of cases unsold. And I'm not talking about Lando Calrissians, I'm talking about all the action figures, even the more popular ones. And you see it. I've purchased recently, donc c'est ça, je vais juste le dire en français, I'm going to say in French. Donc les compagnies, en montant les prix, tout ça, ben ils vont se ramasser avec des caisses qui vendront pas parce que les prix sont rendus trop chers. Je comprends, le marché est plus intéressant aux États-Unis, puis il doit en vendre plus, puis les prix sont encore un peu abordables. Mais ici au Canada, je peux pas croire, à un moment donné, ils en vendront plus. Puis je suis en train de le voir, ça, même ici, puis je m'explique. De plus en plus, je me présente dans des magasins comme GameStop ou whatever, puis tu te pointes là, puis ils sont tous en liquidation. Sont en liquidation à 20$. Fait que, ben oui, je vais attendre, puis je vais attendre qu'ils tombent en liquidation, parce que personne les veut à 40, puis à 50, puis à 60. Ben, tu y vas, puis les autres, ben, ils ont la prochaine wave qui rentre, fait qu'il faut qu'ils fassent de la place. Donc, ils les mettent à 18, 20, à 25, puis là, ben, tu sautes dessus, puis tu dis, bon, ben, OK, ça me dérange pas. C'est un prix que je suis prêt à payer pour. What I was saying in French is, I'm seeing that problem occur right now over here in Canada. When I go in stores like GameStop or other stores around Montreal or around this area, more and more you see the regular prices action figures, they don't sell. They stay in the shelf. And I'm not talking about the ones in Walmart, vintage collection. I'm talking more about Black Series. So what they do is they don't sell them. So the next wave will arrive like next week. So they have this problem of, we have that much space for Black Series in our store in GameStop because they don't only sell action figures, they sell video games and stuff. So they have to make space. So what they do, they put them in liquidation. They say in French, liquidation. No, well, in big sales, they have to put them away. So you end up having action figures that they were selling $35 plus tax, and now they're 18, or they're 21, or 19, or I've even bought at $10 some action figures, Black Series at $10. So that's crazy. So are we going at this place where, at least over here in Canada, they'll end up losing customers and not making enough sales that they'll say, okay, we're going to lower our prices, or we'll stop sending in Canada because the market is dead, or the market is not profitable enough for us to send stuff over there. So that's what I'm wondering. I'm gonna take a sip here. Donc c'est ça, je me demande si le marché va s'éteindre un peu au Canada parce que est-ce qu'ils vont dire à un moment donné, ben on arrête d'en envoyer au Canada parce que ça se vend pas. Puis les magasins, eux autres, ils veulent que ça sorte aussi là. The stores have to make their profit too. Donc les magasins ont besoin de faire aussi leur profit. Fait que si ça se ramasse à les vendre en liquidation puis qu'ils font pas de profit, ils vont juste aller chercher ce que ça leur a coûté. Pour eux autres, c'est plus payant. Donc ils vont dire, ben gars, on arrête de faire rentrer du Black Series. Ça sert à rien. Là. On les vend pas les bonhommes à 60 pièces, à 50 pièces, ou à 45 pièces. So that was my little thing, and it's the same thing for the vintage collection. Like I said, over here they're now $25 each, and if you're lucky enough, you'll be able to find them at 18, always plus tax. So we're still talking about a price that it's okay, but keep in mind that these are the vintage collections and they're not the Black Series. So I don't know where, once again, we're heading with this, but I hope that they will stop making the prices keep their prices as low as they can, and not to kill the market over here in Canada, because if we end up having to order stuff from the US, we're not going to win, because we're going to lose even more, because like I said earlier, shipping and stuff. I truly understand that. I can't believe that Amazon will not stop selling Star Wars action figures, but we'll see. I don't know. So that was my my second subject that I wanted to touch with you guys. But hey, we'll keep on buying some action figures, or perhaps what's going to happen. I know that some of my friends told me that I've stopped collecting Black Series because they're way too expensive, and I'm going to concentrate on vintage collection. Je sais qu'il y en a qui m'ont dit, moi là, je lâche les Black Series, ils sont super beaux, mais ils sont pas achetables, à moins que j'ai pogné en spécial. Puis c'est bon, c'est un peu aussi ce que j'ai fait. Fait que c'est ça. Donc, next subject. The next thing I wanted to talk about. Well, where did I put the box? Where did I put the box? I don't know. I'm gonna find the box later on. So, in the same kind of subject, dans le même genre de sujet, what I want to talk about tonight is Star Wars cards. Yes, Star Wars cards, like cards in packs, in packages, all the ones that came out since 1978, when Topps took, let's say, the control of the Star Wars cards industry or world, which is a good thing because they're doing a great job. But once again, I want to talk about how crazy this is going, or this is heading. Donc, je vais vous parler des cartes de Star Wars qui sont sorties des années 70, mais aussi de parler de prix, comment est-ce que c'est rendu un peu complètement cinglé. The best example that I can give you guys is Masterwork. So if you guys don't know this set, this is the Masterwork set, and you can purchase like a big box, and in this big box you're going to have these little boxes, and I'm out of focus. And these little boxes, you have 5 cards. Donc, tu peux acheter une grosse boîte, et dans les grosses boîtes, tu vas avoir 4 ou 5 petites boîtes comme ça, qui a 5 cartes dedans. Ooh, 5 cards. Incroyable. And in these 5 cards, like in most of the collecting world, you'll have the chance to get some parallels, well, some rarer cards, some with autographs. I am still out of focus. Let's do this. That's my fingers. Catch my face. OK. Donc, tu peux avoir des autographes, tu peux avoir des cartes rares dans chacun des paquets. Mais encore là, quand on parle de cartes rares, il y a rare puis rare. So, there's like, we talk about rare cards that you can get in these really cool packs. Parallels, autographs, sketches, numbered, all kinds of stuff, which is pretty cool. It's great. But they came out with the new Masterwork set this year, and I don't know how much they're selling it in the US, but over here in Canada, you cannot purchase a box, not a small box, but a big one. Let's say a hobby box, I think these are. And they say one hit per mini box, but at least one hit. Over here, they're at least $400. At least $400 Canadian. Donc, ces fameuses cartes-là, Masterwork, tu peux avoir une boîte complète avec 4 ou 5 petites boîtes comme ça, avec des hits, comme je vous dis, des signatures, des sketchs faits par des artistes, des cartes numérotées, etc. Mais pour acheter une boîte, présentement, si tu la veux, la nouvelle série, puis tu n'auras pas la série au complet, parce qu'il faut se souvenir, tu as 5 cartes par petite boîte. Tu as une vingtaine de cartes à peu près, là. Ben, la boîte est 400 pièces. The box is $400 over here in Canada. So, of course, you might be lucky enough to end up with a rare signature. You might be lucky enough to end up with a very cool sketch that you will be able to turn around and sell on eBay for, I don't know, $500. But that is if you're very lucky, because most of the ones that you'll get are regular actors or unknown actors' signature. You're gonna have like a numbered card, but they're numbered like one of 500 or one of 200 or whatever, and they sell around $25, $20. If you're lucky enough, you'll be able to sell a sketch for $100, 100 depending on the character that is on the sketch. I had to get a guy in the U.S. purchase Star Wars Hot Wheels starships because they at least 5. Yes, you're right. Yeah, there's probably. I'm sorry, Jim. I'm gonna open your. I've been having to drive around 64 hours a day after looking for them. You're truly. That's right, and the reason, and you have a good point, because also what I do now is I purchase waves from one of my friends, one of the fournisseurs, how do you say in French, in English? Not sponsored, but I purchase the waves, the complete waves, directly to someone that get them at Hasbro Canada, because I don't want to run around and trying to find every figures that I need to complete the wave in every Walmart in this area, or every other stores that might have Star Wars, because now with the price of gas, I mean, it's really crazy stuff now. So I purchased the complete wave, and I received them, and that's okay, once again, but the prices are still high. So when I purchase I don't even purchase anymore a complete wave. Not the Black Series one. I purchased the vintage collections. Anyway, so back to the cards. So you purchase a big box for $400 for about 25 cards, and in these 20 cards, you're gonna have 4 or 5 rare cards, and if you're lucky, you'll be able to get one that you might sell for about the price that you purchased for the box, and it's going to pay you for the other 20 something cards that you purchase in that. And of course, there's not only like the Masterworks, there's other series like this one. I have several of these. This is the Holocron. I'm going to go through a few of them tonight. I only have 20 minutes left, so perhaps I'll make another one if I'm not able to go through all of them next week or in another podcast. But once again, This Holocron card, Hobby Box, sells for 250 bucks over here in Canada. And it's okay. You can, if you're lucky enough, you'll be able to find somewhere that they sell it for less. But once again, you have to pay for shipping if it's not near your house or whatever. You're unable to get them by yourself. But there's some in Canada, but you have to really, really search for the ones that are available at a okay price. So, where was I going with that? Yeah, so there's not only the really crazy pricey sets like Masterwork, and what is sad is people might say, yeah, but the card that you're purchasing in a few years, perhaps, it will take more value and you'll be able to sell it for more. Donc, c'est ça. Il y a du monde qui vont dire, oui, mais ton Masterwork que tu vas pogner, même si en ce moment, elle ne vaut pas super cher, dans quelques années, peut-être que ta carte va valoir plus cher, puis tu vas aller récupérer ton argent, puis tu vas faire des sous. Mais encore là, on est des collectionneurs, on n'est pas nécessairement des revendeurs. Donc, la personne qui pogne, I don't know, a Frank Oz autograph doesn't necessarily want to sell it. He wants to keep it for himself. Because he said, man, I've got a Frank Oz autograph, which I don't even know that if he signs cards, but whatever. I'm using him as an example. Donc, c'est le même principe. Donc, on achète les Hobby Box. Il y a plusieurs paquets dedans, au moins, dans les autres séries. Mais bon, bien sûr, quand tu réussis à faire le base set, quand tu réussis à faire la série de 1 à 100 cartes dedans, when you're able to make the base set at about 100 cards or 2,000 cards, 200 cards or 200, 1 or 200 cards, donc de 100 ou 200 cartes, this base set is not worth much. So like I said, these boxes are selling right now at $250. If you're lucky, you'll be able to get them at a better price. But even with one box, you might not be able to complete a base set. Donc, avec une boîte comme ça, qui se vend 250$ en ce moment, si t'es chanceux, tu peux le pogner un peu moins, tu vas pas nécessairement avoir un complete set. Tu vas avoir toute une coupe d'insert. You'll be able to get some insert. And as you can see in this one, it's a hobby box. There's one autograph card per box guaranteed, which is okay. But once again, I'm going to show you an example of what you might get. I got this box full of autographs and stuff that I've taken out to show you guys. So if you're lucky enough, you might be able to find a rarer actor that signed a card, which will be valuable, or you'll be able to get, let me look around in these things. You'll be able to, the cards that I'm going to show you, it's not necessarily the Holocron. It's just to give you an example. You might be able to get a numbered card like this one from the Mandalorian. This is a numbered, I don't know if you guys can see. It's 22 of 50, so it's worth a little more than the regular one. So that's okay. You'll be able to perhaps to sell it at a good price. Once again, you might be able to get a signature from an actor that is not say more valuable, but more wanted, if I can use that term, which might not be numbered. So you have like these cards. That's the Magistrate from the Mandalorian series. So that's the signature of the actress. Perfect. That's great. It's Diana Lee Inosanto as Magistrate Morgan Elsbeth. Great. I'm really happy to have that one. That's a great actress. That's a great character. But once again, there's this regular signature and there's also the numbered signature. So you might be lucky enough to have the card which is 1 of 1, which is a lot more valuable. Or you're going to have the 1 of 50 or the 1 of 500. So if there's 1 of 500 numbered, how many that they did, or how many did she sign of these which are not numbered? So even if you're very happy to get that one, or you say, I don't care about this actress or this actor or whatever, you try to sell them on eBay or even to sell it to one of your friends that is looking for this card, you won't be able to get $300 for this card. You'll be able to get what people are ready to pay for. So they're still collectibles, but for the price that you have to pay to get this hobby box and might have the chance to get one of these, because let's say I consider this a pretty cool card because it's a great character, but once again, you might end up having a signature of this guy, Fighter Pilot from The Mandalorian. I mean, I don't know this actor. He's probably a great actor. He probably played in different series or whatever. His name is Alexander Wright as Freighter Pilot. It says, that's perfect. That's okay. I mean, he plays in The Mandalorian. I would take his place any time of the week. But once again, I have no idea who this guy is. And most of us, we don't have any idea. This is not Mark Hamill. This is not Pedro Pascal. This is not Baby Yoda. This is not, you understand what I say. So this one is numbered, by the way. It's numbered as 57 as 99, which makes it a little more rarer. And it's the red one, red version parallels thing. So yeah, so what I'm saying is, once again, when is it too much? I understand that as long as Topps will make boxes at $400 a piece, and people will purchase them, they'll continue doing them. But once again, are they killing the market? Are they not helping themselves? Est-ce qu'ils sont en train de scraper le marché? Est-ce qu'ils sont en train de posséder en faisant ça? Parce qu'à un moment donné, payer 400$ pour espérer de pogner une carte qui est rare, ben c'est bien beau, tu peux le faire une fois, mais j'irai pas moi m'acheter 6 boîtes à 400$ pour espérer de pogner une carte qui est intéressante ou qui est numbered ou qui est une signature d'un acteur que je trouve intéressant. Donc, je capote sur les cartes. I'm crazy about cards, and I won't stop collecting them. I love the fact, at least, to get the base sets, and those base sets are not as pricey as when you're purchasing the inserts, which is totally understandable. Mais ça reste que c'est le trip de s'acheter une boîte en plus et de l'ouvrir et de voir quelle figurine, quelle carte qu'on pogne. C'est le trip de l'ouvrir, le paquet, puis de dire, oh my god, qu'est-ce que je vais avoir? Je peux-tu pogner quelque chose de cool, tu sais? Faut être conscient, les cartes qui valent 500$ et plus, for me, it never happened that I've purchased a hobby box or even a blaster box or a retail box that I've got a very, very rare and cool card that worth $500 or more. So it's always different, and it's okay. It's our choice. But like I said, I'm wondering if they're killing the market with this. There's like 10 minutes left, and I wanted to go through. I really want to make an episode on cards, and I want to go through the sets that that they've done since 1977, and they are great sets. I'm going to give you another example about what I'm saying about the price. They are selling the Masterworks and Masterwork cards, and you have like 5 or 6 cards per mini box, and you have 1 hit per card per box and everything. That's okay, I understand. But the base set is not worth as much. I totally understand. And they are numbered cards. They are regular cards, signature cards with no numbered and stuff. Totally understand. But personally, I really prefer sets like this one. That's a great set. They made a 3D set of Return of the Jedi with carbonite Han Solo in front of it and inside. The cards are great. They're widescreens. And in each of the boxes, you were lucky enough to get some rare inserts. but they're great cards. I mean, 3D cards. The cards are like alive. Great quality, very good cards. I love this set. And the cool thing also I love about this set is that it's limited. It's limited to 2,000. So this one is 1,881 of 2,000. So, and this set sells for less than $100. And it's limited to 2,000 in the world. Donc, moi, je tripe sur ce set-là. J'adore les cartes, j'adore la qualité, j'adore la boîte, j'adore what they did. J'adore ce qu'ils ont fait avec le Han Solo en carbonite qui est un peu comme en 3D, qui est surélevé. Les cartes sont d'une qualité incroyable, sont en 3D, les personnages bougent dedans. Pour moi, je capote. C'est un super beau set. Puis en plus, ben, c'est une édition limitée. Il y en a seulement que 2000 qui ont été faites. Donc pour moi, je tripe bien plus sur un set comme ça que d'aller m'acheter un Masterwork à 400$. Tu n'as même pas le base set une fois que tu l'as acheté. Tu vas avoir quelques inserts, puis tu vas voir, j'ai été chanceux, j'ai pogné la signature de, tu sais, je sais pas, là, comment il s'appelle, lui? Even Peel. Ouh, tu sais, c'est cool, tant mieux, là, mais I don't really care, tu sais. J'aime bien mieux avoir quelque chose de plus intéressant. Mais pour moi, ça, c'est encore mieux. J'aime autant mieux avoir un base set qui est limité à 2000 que d'avoir un base set qui en ont fait des millions et que ça n'a plus de valeur. Puis ça, un beau set comme ça se vend 100$ à peu près en ce moment. Donc, j'aime autant mieux payer 100$ puis avoir un super set limité comme ça que de payer 400$ pour avoir un Masterwork. Donc, je comprends, c'est l'offre et la demande aussi pour les compagnies. Tu sais, I totally understand that they work with what people are buying. They produce something, we buy it, they continue to do them, which is okay. But personally, I prefer all these little kits, little sets that are limited editions of base sets, which is a great idea. Il nous reste un petit 5 minutes, mais je vais vous montrer un autre exemple. We still have like 5 minutes. And I really think I'm going to make an episode on cards next week. And I know it's not everyone's forte. Je sais que c'est pas tout le monde qui tripe sur les cartes de Star Wars. Puis c'est correct, je respecte ça à 200 000 à l'heure. Mais étant donné que, comme j'ai toujours dit, Yoda's Workshop, c'est pas seulement que des figurines, c'est un peu de tout qui est geek, qui est Star Wars, même les autres toy lines. Donc je pense que ça va valoir la peine que la semaine prochaine, je m'assois puis qu'on passe à travers les sets qui sont intéressants puis qu'on regarde justement les inserts puis tout ça. Puis ceux qui ont jamais vraiment suivi ça, ça va vous donner la chance d'en apprendre. Et puis si vous avez des questions, je vais être super content de répondre à vos questions. So next week, I think I'm going to make a full episode on cards, and I totally understand it's not everyone that enjoys cards and collect cards, but if you'll probably learn something if you're not into cards right now, and perhaps you're going to say, oh, that looks interesting. So we'll see. Like I say, I'll keep on doing this even if there's no viewer. I'm doing it for the fun of it, and that is a subject I really enjoy. Je vous montre un autre exemple. I'm going to show you another example that I think is it's borderline crazy. The famous Signature Series. So they're selling this box. Donc ils vendent cette boîte. C'est un peu fou là, mais c'est une boîte. Et dans cette boîte, on vous garantit que c'est une carte signée par un des acteurs ou quelqu'un qui travaille sur Star Wars. They guarantee you that it's from a Star Wars actor or someone that works on any kind of Star Wars project. They sell this box, and this is the last year box. This is the 2021. Now there's the white box with the 2022 version. And in this box, you purchase this box for $100. At least that's the price over here in Canada. And now this year, I've seen that they're more around $120, 120 pièces maintenant. You take the wrapper off and you open this box, and in this box you have one card. And I'm gonna give you an example of what you might get. I have several of them over here. Okay, so you end up having a card in this great protective case. and it says Star Wars Signature Series. Cool. But you never know which one you're going to get, which is okay. It's like lottery. So let's say that this one, it's Aura Singh, the actress that makes the voice for Aura Singh in the animated series, and I think that was in Clone Wars. This particular one is not numbered, donc ce n'est pas une qui est numérotée. Donc ils en ont fait je sais pas combien. But once again, this card not numbered from this actress, which is probably a great actress. I've got nothing to say wrong about this actress. It's Jamie King as Aura Singh. Great card. The quality is great. I'll show you guys. It's like great card. They've done a great job. The card looks great. Nothing to say about the card that is wrong. Donc la carte est super belle, la qualité est bonne, c'est dans un bon case solide, tu peux la pitcher dans le mur, puis elle va rentrer dans le mur, puis la carte va être encore belle, puis la signature va être intacte, c'est parfait. Mais faut pas oublier that you paid $120 or $100. Faut pas que tu oublies que tu as payé 100$ pour avoir ça. C'est sûr et certain que tu aurais pu tomber sur Harrison Ford. C'est sûr et certain que tu aurais pu tomber sur Mark Hamill, tu aurais pu tomber sur Aiden Christensen, tu aurais pu tomber sur Ewan McGregor. You could have fallen, get any of the actors that I just said, and the card would be worth a lot more than $100. So you would make money out of it if you want to sell it. So it's a gamble. It's a gamble, and they're making hundreds of these actor signature nowadays. I'm going to show you just an example. I've got a lot of them. So as you can see, like this robot, and this robot is from, I don't even know which one it is. Well, this robot, I don't remember in which movie or action series they're in. It's details as KOHN. And, okay, it's a great droid. It's a great signature. It might be a great actor. I don't know him or her. D, it's probably a guy. So you might end up with this one. If you're lucky enough, here's another one. This is the archive signature. It's almost the same thing, but you might be very lucky and end up with one of these. This one is numbered 23 of 23. So there's only 23 of this card. So this card is worth a lot more than this guy over here. And if I sell this guy, this card, I don't know how much I'm going to get on this rare one, but at least it's signed. It's Rune Akko from the Trade Federation lieutenant. Yeah, so like I said, you're going to end up having great cards, numbered, but some of the actors, you have no idea who they are, or you don't even remember seeing this guy in the Last Jedi in the casino scene, which is not my favorite, as you guys might know. So yeah, but like I said, you might be lucky and end up with a great signature or a very rare one. Let me find another one just for the fun of it. So here's another one. That's 10 of 10. And now with the Book of Boba Fett that came out, what's their name? I forgot the name of the this species, but you know, oh my god, I forgot their name. Anyway, so that's a great card. It's 10 of 10. So I know that there's 10 like this one in the world, and I might sell it for good money. But you have to be lucky enough to find one 10 of 10 or 1 of 1 or 1 of 25. So what I'm saying is your odds are, I know, never tell me the odds, but the odds are against you all the time. And it's the same thing as when you go to the casino. You're going to end up probably losing your money. But there's a slight chance that you might end up with a great card. Like, or in these, not only in the signatures, but in the hobby box or in the retail box or in the blaster box. you might end up having sketches. Sketches are great. These are one of one because it's real drawing from the artist. So here's one, there's another one, there's some with colors. These are not numbered because there's only one of them. Check this out. That's a great Chewy drawing. It's from Keith Farnham. And this was, I don't know which set it was in. I will have to check. But anyway, I mean, that's a great card to have. That's a unique piece. That's great. Now it looks like I'm having Chewy's face. Donc, ça, je trouve ça cool parce que c'est des vrais dessins. Si je sors la carte puis je frotte dessus, je vais la scraper. Il y en a juste une dans le monde. Fait que si t'es chanceux, ben, tu peux te ramasser avec un cool sketch comme ça. Mais encore là, ils font des sketchs sur des personnages que les gens ne reconnaissent même pas. Ah oui, c'est un gars qui est dans le fond, ben ton sketch ne va pas valoir tant que ça. Mais c'est sûr que si c'est un sketch d'un personnage comme Chewie, il va y avoir une demande plus élevée que pour un personnage qui n'est pas connu. Même principe ici, regardez, j'ai un autre bon exemple au niveau des signatures. J'ai l'archive signature de Greedo. Ben, ça, c'est la 03 de 26, donc 03 of 28. Ben, yeah, 28, j'ai dit 26, mais 28. Donc, c'est le trip quand même de tomber sur ces cartes-là. Moi, j'ai capoté, là. Je suis tombé là-dessus. Je fais, oh my god, c'est donc bien cool, c'est Greedo. La carte est numérotée, puis elle est signée en plus. Mais encore là, quand que ça devient trop? C'est la question que je me... Dans le fond, c'est un peu ça aujourd'hui que je voulais voir avec vous autres. That's what I wanted to see with you guys. In toys, in cards, in figures, in action figures, when is it too much? When is it too much when it... Because I don't know, but when it feels like when you're purchasing something and you know you're getting screwed, or you know that the odds are against you, or you're purchasing a figure at $50 or $60 and you're saying, Jesus, that's a lot of money, man, for a figure. I understand it could be your favorite figure, it could be a Boba Fett, it could be a figure that you really, really want, and you're going to say, I'm going to purchase it because it's my favorite character. Tu peux l'acheter parce que comme justement c'est ta figurine préférée, puis c'est correct. Mais encore là, c'est qu'à un moment donné, les collectionneurs, on veut pas nécessairement juste avoir une figurine, on veut avoir la wave parce que les figurines sont belles puis tout ça, mais à un moment donné, ça devient cher. Another subject that I will talk about in a next episode with the cards subject are the graded cards, which is another thing. The PSA cards, PSA vintage cards. Oops. Kurt, this one is for you. And also the new modern cards that have been graded. Is this a numbered one? No, that's not a numbered one. That's the foil. So we'll talk about all the inserts that they are doing. They're now doing tons of kinds of inserts. Foil cards, signature cards, parallel cards, red cards, black cards, gold cards, shaped cards. And once again, when is it too much? But hey, we'll talk about that later on. So that's a great PSA card, C3PO foil card, but it's not that rare, but it's graded and it's graded 9. So for me, it's cool. I love graded stuff. So that's, once again, it's not everyone that enjoyed or like graded stuff, but I do. That's a great Luke graded 9. And this one is numbered. It's numbered to 99. So it's a cool PSA graded 9 Luke Skywalker card from the Holocron series. So it was an insert. And someone got it graded. So that's it, guys. I know that it was not perhaps an episode with the subjects that we usually talk about, but I don't want to make this podcast only about toys and only about Star Wars or only about something in particular. Thanks, Jim. I really appreciate it. And like I said, I won't stop doing this podcast even if there's no one listening live because I enjoy doing this. For me, it's something that I really enjoy, and I have the feeling that I'm offering some interesting info about the things that I've loved and I've learned. Donc, je sais que c'était pas un podcast nécessairement sur les jouets très précisément, puis on n'a pas fait le tour de quelque chose de que tout le monde tripe, parce que c'est pas tout le monde qui tripe sur les cartes, puis c'est pas tout le monde qui va dire, regarde, moi je m'en fous que la bonhomme de Star Wars est rendu 45$, 60$, je vais l'acheter pareil, mais c'est correct. I always bring my view on things, and it doesn't mean that it's the right way to see things. I'm never going to say that I always have the right explanation or the right way to see things. I only offer you guys my point of view, and perhaps some of you are going to agree with me, some won't, and that's okay. That's the beauty of it. Donc, je vais tout de suite probablement vous annoncer que la semaine prochaine, ça risque d'être un épisode seulement sur les cartes, 1 heure. So I'm probably going to be able to say to you right now that next week's episode 5, will be on cards. But we'll go through a lot of series that came out throughout the years. I've prepared myself to do this today, but once again, I've talked too much. For too long. So let's do this next week. So if you guys are interested in learning about Star Wars cards, you want to learn a little history of stuff, what you can expect from certain sets and stuff, join me next week. I'll be able to present to you tons of great series. They came out. They always have great series for every movie, for every TV series, and they create great cards. Some are really cool. Some are like, okay, a regular card set, but we'll go through them. I'll show you guys some great stuff that I have around in my boxes. I'm always happy to share stuff with you guys. Donc, c'est ça, la semaine prochaine, on se revoit. Si vous avez des suggestions, once again, if you have suggestions for new subjects, go ahead, write it down on Yoda's workshop. You can always send me an email. You can ask me any question that you want. If you're looking for information on anything, I'll always do my best to give you my opinion or the things that I've learned in the past. Donc, si vous avez des questions, si vous cherchez quelque chose en particulier, encore une fois, vous pouvez toujours communiquer avec moi par email ou directement sur le site de Yoda's Workshop. Et je vous invite également, si vous êtes à la recherche d'items ou si vous voulez vendre des items, vous pouvez toujours le faire sur le site, sur la page Yoda's Workshop. Et on est rendu à 430 personnes. So if you're trying to sell something, you want to sell something, go ahead. That's why Yoda's Workshop is there. You might have someone that will purchase your stuff directly on Yoda's Workshop. Always say, yeah, looking forward for next week. Yeah, MMC tomorrow, man. So sending you guys love. Hope everyone's doing great. You have to enjoy summer. Summer is right here, and it's warm and it's sunny. I hate winter, so I enjoy every minute of this summer. Well, we're in spring, but donc profitez du beau temps. On a attendu ça pendant des mois. L'hiver est parti. Fait qu'il faut en profiter. May the force be with you. Take care. Que la force soit avec vous. On se reparle la semaine prochaine. Ciao!